Hello, and welcome back to How to Change the World, the podcast that helps change makers with the inspiration, tools, and insights that you need to make incredible change in your community. I'm Catherine Alonso, and today it is just me here to answer a really important question that so many of you have been asking lately, and that is, why is our marketing not working? This is showing up in a lot of different ways. Either you just are not getting the results that you used to see from your marketing, your communications, and your storytelling efforts. For some of you, it's that you need to do more. You need to reach more people and raise more money with less resources than you have needed to in the past. And for a lot of you, it's that you're facing an urgent need, a crisis, an election, a project, a deadline, and you need to get your story out there. And the needle is just not moving like it used to, or it is not moving fast enough. And so that turns into the really obvious question: why is our marketing not working? The feeling is that of just complete inadequacy. And very often, the answer that we come up with is we should do more. More emails, more social media platforms, more video, more initiatives, more campaigns, more events, more partnerships. Maybe we try influencing. Maybe we do more emails. We do more podcasts. We start a podcast. We post more often on social media. We post on different kinds of social media. More. But here is the thing about that. If what you are doing already is not translating into the results you need to see, more of the same is highly unlikely to translate into better results. If what you are doing is hitting your goals, then an increase in volume may well get you to where you need to be. But if what you're already doing is not working well, then just increasing the volume is just increasing the volume. And that leads to burnout, to frustration, to spinning wheels that feels like you're not going anywhere. And so the first thing to do is really reframe the problem. Rather than thinking of it as we need to do more, try to understand, why is it that what we're doing already is not getting us where we need to be? And chances are that you have one of two problems. The first thing is that you might have a clarity problem. The second thing is that you might have a reach problem. So let me break these two things down for you. If you have a clarity problem, it means that the people you're trying to reach may not understand who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and the value that you create for those people. If you have a reach problem, it's that people are not finding you. They don't see you. They are not connecting with the work that you do and what you have to offer. The thing is that internally, these two things, a clarity problem or a reach problem, can really feel the same. But they come from very different places and they require very different fixes. So let's talk about, how do you diagnose it? How do you figure out if you have a clarity issue or you have a reach issue? Let me tell you what a clarity issue might sound like internally. Think about the conversations that you are having with your team, with your boss, with your managers, with the communications, storytelling, marketing team that you work with. If you hear things like this, then you have a clarity issue. We're always having to explain what we do. Our messaging just isn't quite right. Everyone on our team or on our board describes what we do slightly differently. The way we describe ourselves on our website is completely out of step with what we actually do today. Our messaging hasn't been updated in years. It takes me 10 minutes to explain to everybody or anybody what we do. All of these are a story problem. Or put another way, this is a brand clarity issue. This is not about marketing. This is about how clearly defined your organizational story is. Okay, so now let's talk about a reach problem. So a reach problem might sound like this within your team. We know who we are, but we're not growing. Our story on our website is completely updated, but we don't know where to focus in terms of our marketing activities. We are always adding new things. We try to do everything. My job is a laundry list of marketing tasks, but I am just not sure what is actually working. Very often, this is a problem of tactic hopping, of you do have a clear position in the market, but you are not sure which strategies and tactics truly help you connect with the people that you are seeking to reach. So the first thing to do is to figure out if you have a clarity issue or you have a reach issue. And you might be listening to this thinking, Catherine, we have both. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what to do if that is you after this quick break. The world can feel so overwhelming right now, and that it is impossible to make a difference. I wrote the Changemakers Toolkit for anyone who wants to build a kinder, more equitable world, but isn't sure where to start or how to keep going. The book weaves together insights from so many incredible changemakers and offers a roadmap for driving impact in today's world. The Changemakers Toolkit is out now, and you can buy it anywhere books are sold. Let's keep building the world as we believe it can be. Okay, so first of all, we have established that rarely do you have the problem that you are not doing enough marketing and communications. What is far more likely to be the issue is that you either have an issue of brand clarity or you have an issue of marketing reach. Is it a brand clarity issue or is it a marketing reach issue? Now, some of you might be thinking, it's both. We have both. If you are thinking this, the first thing you have to do is focus on your brand clarity. All good marketing and communications results stem from absolute clarity as to who you are and how you are explaining your story to the people that you want to reach. Now, before I dig into the solutions, what you do for each of these problems, I want to linger a little bit on the importance of the diagnosis, because I see this handled incorrectly all the time. Because the things that you want to do for a brand clarity issue are going to be completely different from the activities you need to do for a marketing reach issue. And so it is really, really important that you diagnose it correctly. This is when I'm going to tell you that we just launched on Javelina's website a quiz that helps you determine which issue you have. So if you're not clear from this description, hop over to javelina.co and you can look up our branding versus marketing quiz. And it is in our most recent blog post, and it's just a short survey. It's just a few questions, and it will tell you, do you have a brand clarity issue or do you have a marketing reach issue? And remember, this is not about better marketing as much. It's about making sure that your work is actually going to reach people so that you can truly move the needle. All right, so let's talk about how you address each of these issues, a brand clarity issue or a marketing reach issue. Let's start off with brand clarity. The simplest way to think about this is if you have a brand clarity issue, it means that there's some confusion, both internally and externally, as to who you are, what you do, who you serve, how you serve those folks, and the value that you create for those people. The gold standard here is that every single person within your organization, from an entry-level employee all the way up to your executive director and your board members, know how to describe the work of your organization and do so using the same language in the same way. It doesn't have to be a script that everybody has memorized. It's just that those core foundational building blocks, who are you, what do you do, who do you do it for, and how do you create value for those folks? Those are the pieces that everybody should be able to kind of rattle off the top of their brain. And if they can't, that means you need to focus on your core message, your message training, and making sure that there is one consistent, clear story that everybody is using. Now, we're talking about words here, but this also is relevant for your visual. You should have one consistent logo and brand palette that is used the same way in all places. You might have variations on your logo that can be used with intention, and that's absolutely fine. But you want to make sure that your story is consistent and clearly told. And it can take some time to get really clear on what your core message is, but it is well worth it. I would say that the vast majority of marketing issues are actually found in this space, which is achieving brand clarity. So if you're thinking, okay, we're good on our brand clarity, actually, I think we have a marketing reach problem, then here are some solutions for you. Very often what you want to focus on is fewer channels, fewer initiatives with more consistency and a longer runway to build momentum. So very often what will start to move the needle here is if you decide what you're not doing. So get off of any social media platforms that are not directly related to your target audience, that are not going to directly help you reach those people. Get off of them for now. We might come back to them later, but for now, just get off of them. Any platform where your audience is not growing, for now, just put a pin in that and focus on the platforms that definitely reach your target audience and when you're seeing some growth, no matter how modest it is. And focus on consistency in those platforms and having a long enough runway to build momentum. So what this looks like is tracking your key performance indicators on those platforms over a period of time and making sure that you give yourself enough time to see what is working and what is not working. The thing that I want to emphasize here, and this is the most important thing, is that you do not need to do everything and you are allowed to not do things. There are methods, strategies, platforms, initiatives that you probably should not be doing. None of us can do all of it. Even the biggest brands in the world don't participate in every single marketing platform, strategy, and channel. The key is to pick where you can be most effective and to put all of your talents and energies there. So the key idea here is less output, but more effectiveness. And this can be kind of scary at first to stop doing something. But once you start redirecting that energy into something that is working and does have potential, and you start to see results there, it can be really, really validating. Okay, so as a reminder, head over to javelina.co and go to our blog. Our most recent blog is called Branding versus Marketing: How to Know What Your Nonprofit Actually Needs and Take the Test. It will help you diagnose, do we have a clarity issue, a marketing reach issue, or something in between? It asks you questions about how easily people understand your work. Are you messaging consistently? Are you reaching the right people consistently? And it will give you some direction as to where to start. If you are interested in talking to us about what solutions could look like, you can always sign up for a free consultation with us via our website, and we can talk you through a brand clarity issue and a marketing reach problem. This sense that we are doing a lot, but it is not working, is so common. Sometimes I feel like communications, marketing, storytelling can feel like just throwing a bunch of spaghetti at the wall and hoping some of it sticks. It is a bit like that, but I promise you that when you start to invest in the right things and you can actually see your activities being more effective, it is so validating. And it's a bit like a pressure release valve where you're like, oh, okay, we can spend some time and energy on things that are actually going to make a difference rather than just spinning our wheels. And it starts with understanding what your issue is. Do you have a brand clarity issue or do you have a marketing reach issue? So take the quiz, That is just one thing that you can do today, and I guarantee that you will get some insight out of it in terms of where you should be investing your time and energy. And like I said, you can always reach out to me, Catherine@javelina.co, or you can sign up for a free consultation on our website, and we will happily talk you through the difference and what you can do about it. Thank you so much for listening. More importantly, thank you for all the incredible work that you do to drive meaningful, measurable impact in your communities. It truly, truly makes such a difference. And storytelling and communications is an important part of that work. We are here to support you in that endeavor. Until next time, when I cannot wait to share another story of change with you, I hope you have a great one.